Hi guys, welcome back to RC Shed Mark Jordan. So, a lot's happened this week. I've actually hit over 1,000 subscribers on my RC channel. And wow, am I stoked or what? So, in a little celebration of hitting over 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, I'm actually going to give you a little tour of my shed and show you what I've got in the shed now. And what's new, what I'm going to be running, what I've done, this, that and the other. And I hope you like it, and keep watching the video, guys. Enjoy. So as I said, this is going to be a little guided tour of what's in RC Shed. What I do in here, what I keep in here, what my other hobbies are. And yeah, basically just go through everything. So in this part of the corner, those eagle eyes of you have probably spotted one of my Specialized Venge. Love this bike, all pro. It's a fantastic bit of kit for road cycling. That's another one of my hobbies. Underneath that, I'm a huge mountain biker as well. This is my Mondraker Level R. It's a 2020 bike. It's an e-bike. So not only do I go out with my RC cars, I also like to do a load of mountain bike cycling and stuff around this beautiful island of Jersey. So, moving on to my first car in my collection. So, first car in my collection is my old faithful. Those of you who've been following my channel for quite a long time, you'll actually know that I used to write for RCI magazine, which was a phenomenal remote control magazine. A good friend of mine, Pete Gray, used to, he used to produce and stuff, and he asked me several times to do reviews on my trucks and stuff. And this was actually the very first time the Traxxas X-Max hit the shelves, and I got the very first one in Jersey. So yeah, basically this is a Traxxas X-Max, but it's the version 1. But not all is what it seems. So underneath the skin here, I've actually revamped it into the version 2. So basically, I ripped out the ESC. I got rid of the 6S ESC. I put the new Traxxas 8S ESC in there. I strengthened up all of the diffs. I also put the Traxxas X-Max version 2 wheels and tyres on. What else did I do on it? I fitted the wheelie bar, fitted up an uprated motor, because the original motor that was in it, a lot of people say you can do the 8S version and run it on the stock motor that this version 1 came in, and which is what I've actually done. I've just dropped in the original, I forget what the KV of the motor is, mixed it with the 8S ESC, and now this bad boy rocks. It's a great bit of kit and I love it to bits. So that's the first one. So as you probably see in the background, there is quite a few little 110 RC cars. Basically these are my indoor racing cars. So basically you've got my original, this one over here, this is my original B-Max 2. Now I used to race this indoors, it's a Yakimo B-Max 2, but I enjoyed it so much, then I started getting into my YZ2s, which are basically the new version of the B-Max 2. So I've got several versions of these Yakimos 2-wheel drives, both set up for different kind of ones, different type of racing that I do, indoor racing and stuff. But I love these things, really pokey, speed passion setups in them, running on 2S lipos, so great bits of kit. So I also have a Yakimo B-Max 4. Obviously, as it said, this is a 4-wheel drive setup, also set up for indoors, so it's another great little basher. Also runs on, sorry, let me just turn this around without getting my dirty big fingers in the way. Yeah, so these are what I run indoors. So great bits of kit. Unfortunately, because of COVID and everything, indoor running has been on the back burner, which is a shame, because we only normally get about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months indoors to race, and unfortunately we kind of missed it this year. But hey ho, I can strip them down, get them all ready for next season, and then I'll do quite a bit of reviews and racing. I'll put it all online on YouTube so that you can actually watch it, because it is really, really good fun. And any of you that don't race 110 scale RCs, I highly recommend it. it's great. The big stuff is great for bashing, but talk about complex, in your face and close racing. I really highly recommend 110 racing. So I'm a huge Yakimo fan, as you can see. Okay, something which a lot of you have probably seen on the channel. It's not new, but it's probably one of my ultimate RC cars. Is another 1.5 scale, but this is a petrol car, and basically this is my Mcd Rally version 1. Now this is running on a 30cc motor. Excuse it, it's absolutely filthy at the moment because it's I have been using it, and it's dirty, so hence that's why. But yeah, this is running a 30cc motor with a samba pipe, all 4-wheel drive. It's an absolutely fantastic bit of thing. It's a real drift machine, and I love it to bits. Only problem is I have to be a little bit careful with it because parts are really hard to get hold of now. So you can get the new Mcd Rally, but the original V1 is really hard to get hold of. So I have to tread really lightly when I go with this, and trying to get a new body cage, a body shell, is nigh impossible. So that's one of my favourite little trucks. So moving on. Okay, so to the top shelf. Up here we have a blast from the past. Basically, this is a Schumacher Racing Lotus Sport. They call it the Big 7, I think, if I remember rightly. Now, basically, it's a nitro car, rear-wheel drive, real simple setup. I think it's probably Schumacher's little dip into nitro and fuel-powered cars. They did the Schumacher Havoc and this, that, and the other, which was, you know, after this. But this was one of the original Big 7, Lotus Big 7s. I managed to pick that up. It's all running, all working, all standard. It's a great bit of kit. I absolutely love it. And to be honest, I think it's a bit of a collector's item. So I'm probably not going to use it an awful lot. I'll just keep it as a bit of a shelf queen, and it's actually nice to pull out and, you know, just show people, because a lot of people remember them, but not a lot of people have them. So that's my Schumacher Lotus. So let's delve under this side and see what we've got hiding under here. So here we are. I have a crawler. Where we're in Jersey, we do have a lot of sorry, there's a bit of dodgy light coming in there. There you go, I'll put it like that. In Jersey we have a lot of beaches and rocks that we can go crawling on, so hence this has been, bizarrely, I've done everything to it and then I reverted it back to standard because I put alloy parts on it, alloy diff houses, this, that and the other, but I just kept on getting problems. So I put it all back to normal, took the brushless motor out, put the brushed motor back in, and lo and behold, no problems whatsoever. It you know, it hasn't break. It's a steadfast. It's, you know, it does what it does, and it does well. So that's my actual Wraith. Under here I have a RC8. Now I used to go for a stage where I absolutely love these buggies. You know, they run on 6S. This one does anyway. Runs on 6S brushless setup. I fitted it with sand paddles. Pretty good. You know, Team Associated made a really good buggy when they made this one. I've had no problems whatsoever. Not even changed the oil on it. I've done nothing on it, and it still rips like anything. So I highly recommend the RC8s. I know they've all continued now, and I don't even know to what number they're up to now. But you know, still a fantastic bit of kit. So another one of my favourite little RC cars. So yeah, the BDI ones of you will have spotted probably my favourite of all RC cars, and that is my FG Sportsline 2-wheel drive 1992 Schumacher RC car, petrol RC car, running on a 30cc engine. It's a bit of a shelf queen. I tend to use it on a track that we've got in Jersey, just to blow off the cobwebs really. But funnily enough, this is the one that has got my most hits on YouTube, and you guys kind of think you kind of like it. So yeah, that is one of my little favourites, that one. I just love it. The attention to detail is just like phenomenal. So yeah, I do like this bit of kit. Great, well done FG. Okay, over this side I've got my four-wheel drive Lossy TLR SCT truck. It's a fantastic bit of kit. It's a 110 car, great fun, good for grass and this, that and the other, loose off-road kind of stuff, and it's good if you fit a set of sand paddles and stuff on there. It's actually quite fun on the beach, kicks up loads of rooster tails and this, that and the other. So another good bit of kit. I like it. It's nice to have a four-wheel drive SCT, and you can actually race it indoors. We're starting off a new group for next year, and we're going to actually be covering the 110 SCT cars, so we're going to be racing those indoors as well. So that's my Lossy TLR, four-wheel drive again, run up to 4S on that, so it's a bit of a beast. So next to that, if you watch my videos, you'll have noticed that I did a review and a jumping of this SR5 RC bike. Fantastic. Anyone who hasn't tried a RC bike, you need to. They're great fun. Take a little bit of getting used to because of the opposite steering. You have to drop it into turn it and then drop it back out to straighten it up. So it's a little bit, hard to get used to, but once you actually master it, great fun. And whereas this one, it's got the built-in gyro, and you can run up to 3S on it as well. But on my video I said to you before, I tend to only run it onto 2 because it just wheelies everywhere, even though it's got a wheelie bar on the back and stuff. So that's my Skyrider SR5, sorry, another great bit of kit. Now, I actually bought something, one of my most recent purchases, and it was a bit of a impulse buy, because these bikes used to be around quite a long time ago, and I had several of them, and they used to come in 2 forms. There used to be the Nitro one, it was a Thunder Tiger. There used to be the Nitro one, and also the brushless one, which was the R1, but the blue. Lo and behold, I was scouring on eBay the other day, and I came across this. And it's the Ducati 999R, but it's not Nitro. It's the brushed version of it. So I don't know where this came from or whether somebody converted it, but when I took all the brains out, because I put it, when I took all the ESC, the servo, this, that and the other to change it up to something more up to date, it was all standard. It was all Thunder Tiger stuff. So I didn't realise they made the Ducati in the red. So basically what I did, I pulled out all the brush stuff and I fitted a little Speed Passion setup in there. So we've got a nice little brushless Ducati to play with. So, but that'll come out in the summer when it's nice and dry. As I said, the RC bikes are a little bit more difficult to control, especially you don't want to do it in the rain or the wet. So that's my bikes. Moving on to the lower shelf. So, turn it around. We've got what we got down here. So it wouldn't be a man cave or a RC collection without a Lossy Dbxl.e. Another one of my favourite cars. This one is actually running 8S, completely standard. I haven't done anything to it. I'm just trying to avoid the light. Yeah, it's running 8S. It's a beast. As I said, it jumps well. It's quick. It's got all the lights. It's just a great basher of a car. Good 1.5. You can fit a set of sand paddles on here, and you take it down to the beach and stuff, and it'll be great fun. But another one of my favourites. I will never. Everybody needs a Lossy in their collection. So moving on next to this. Now this is. You okay there? Can you see me? Yeah, that's it. This is something a bit different. Traxxas Summit. We all know Traxxas Summits. Fantastic bit of kit. They've got all geared, this, that, and the other. You can low range, high range. Great for crawling. Great for fitting with a. Great for fitting with a brushless motor, this, that, and the other. But this isn't. This is running a brushed motor still. Hence, because I like to go crawling with it, and I find if you fit the brushless motor in it, it's too snappy. You can't do the crawling. So, and I find it a little bit coggy. So what I actually did with this one is a little bit. If I reach into here, you can see another video I've done on this. You can see all of the little FPV camera I've got on it, and all the low range frequency pickup. So basically, that car, Traxxas Summit, now is hooked up to my FPV setup, which is in the corner here, where I've got my Fat Shark goggles and all the receivers and this, that and the other. that is a minefield in itself. It took me ages to actually get the setup right so that I could do long range, and it's all about getting your frequency as low as possible. The lower it is, the better it goes through things, and the longer the distance you can go. I've actually got that set up to a Dbxl.e. Basically, it's because the camera is on pan and tilt and all this, that and the other, so wherever I go, I can pan and tilt with all the different buttons on there, whereas you can't really do that when you've got a pistol grip. I normally use on all of mine, I've got this DX4R Pro. This fits, I think, up to 25-30 models. So everything I run is on this. So problem is, if this goes down, I'm scuppered. That's why I've got the older version there, just in case. So that's what I run on my RC crawler cars. So let's go down again and see what we've got next to it. So here we have another classic. This is my HBI Savage Nitro 28cc Nitro engine quad bike. It's on a Savage X frame with all the, you know, you can tell with the side rails there, it's the Savage X with the uprated suspension for oil-filled shocks on each side, and this lovely rider. So pretty similar to these guys up here, but actually HBI Savage were the first people to come out with the quad rider and stuff, and I absolutely love it. It's great fun. Bit of a shelf queen because I've got a soft spot for it. I don't want to break it, and anybody knows that HBI Savage stuff and working on Savages is a bit of a nightmare, so I tend not to do too much on that. Just take it out every now and again, take it run on the grass and this, that and the other. So that's it. That's my HBI ATV Savage. So here's my charging section. So basically I've got two chargers. They do four lipos at a time on this one, and I've also got an overlander which is Bluetooth capabilities, so I can set it and, you know, change the voltage, this, that and the other. So that's where I do all of my charging. Obviously it's a bit of a mess at the moment. I'm just about to change all of my connectors on all of my cars onto these EC5s, I think that's the name of them. Don't quote me on that one, is it? I forget what they're called. Yeah, something like that. EC5s, something. Yeah. So that's what I do where I'm charging. Doesn't look much, but it does the job. It charges all my batteries and stuff. So happy days. So yeah, the BDIs of you will have seen over here as well. I've got a few little 250 scale helicopters. I also like to fly helicopters. In here I have my DJI Spark, another great bit of kit. Absolutely fantastic for recording your RC stuff because it's got follow me and it's got a zoom around, so you can go around this, that and the other. So yeah, basically it's a great bit of kit, and it's small and really handy to have in your collection. I have had big ones which have you know, they're just a bit cumbersome to actually carry around and this, that and the other, so I tend to use that one. Easy, it goes in the back of the car and goes everywhere with me. So also if you can see up the top there, the bright light on there, I've just fitted new lights everywhere in the shed, so it's making things a little bit hard to see. But you can see my Traxxas Spartan running on 8S. Another great boat. I love it to bits. It's super fast. I've changed the prop on it. I put a brass prop on it because the plastic ones that you get on it, as soon as you hit something they just break, so I got rid of that. Upgraded it to the slightly bigger metal prop, copper or brass prop, and it runs a dream. So yeah, so that's about it, guys. I think that's everything that I've got in my shed. I've got a few, you know, bits of sections where I keep my spare tyres and this, that and the other, and you know, for bits and pieces that I've got. And I've got absolutely loads of boxes under there for all of my RC stuff. More spares. So yeah, that's it. A tour of my shed. That's what I've got in my collection at the moment. I'm sure that I'm going to add more. I know for well I've got my eyes on a few armour things, so that's probably what's going to come to the shed next. But I shall keep you informed about my decision on what I'm going to buy. But yeah, what can I say? Thank you very much for all your subscriptions. As I said, it's not a massive channel, but for me, it's over 1,000 subscribers is a real, you know, I feel as chuffed as bits, you know, and it's all down to you guys. It's not me. I just put the content out there and you guys sign up. So I'm going to try and keep it interesting. Not hopefully going to get boring. I'm just going to keep running RCs and maybe a bit of the scooters. I do electric scooters as well, and you know, you can see quite a bit from my channel that I like toys. So okay guys, well thank you. Big thumbs up to every one of you for subscribing. Keep in tune with the channel, keep an eye on what I'm doing, like, subscribe and comment, and see you in the next video. Cheers guys.